Hello everybody, once again, welcome to the Matthew and Carlene channel. I just got back from the water parks. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I know for a fact I am. Today, we are going over Passport Bro sponsors. So if you like this content, by all means, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another episode. Now, before we get into it, I thought I should debunk an allegation I know for a fact I'm going to be getting from so many feminists here in the West, like Rachel Zegberg, for example, Amber Heard. So predictable. Am I right? Which is, Passport Bros are clearly promoting sex work. To that, I'm going to say, when was the last time you've ever saw a free wedding? Since when during the entire history of mankind has sex or marriage ever been free? To that point is, if you're going to be accusing us of promoting sex work, you might want to drop your standards for men a bit, so you're not literally promoting the exact same thing. Now that that's over, let's get into it. Now, is there such a thing called sponsorships for Passport Bros? There are. They're called marriage incentive programs. A good example is the one that's in Japan. Now, you're probably wondering, hey, Matthew, why are so many countries doing these marriage incentive programs? The reason is for the exact reason why so many countries have started to legalize polygamy, as well as legalize things called bridal markets, like the one that's taking place in China right now, which is population imbalance. Now, the most common trigger of a population balance that will cause a country to create a marriage incentive program, not for all countries, mind you, but for the majority of them, is a population balance where, by population-wise, the women outnumber the men, just like how they do here in the West. Which, honestly, this makes a lot of sense. Because in order for your economy to successfully thrive, you really do need a renewable population that's constantly renewing itself. That's going to be kind of hard if, for example, if the men in here in the West have decided they're done dating local Western women as a direct result of the feminist movement. They just don't see the point anymore. They really don't want to do it. And yes, men do hold the keys to marriage, just like how women hold the keys to sex. You heard me right. They do. So, and let's also face the fact here, we can't force men to marry women against their will. Not unless you want to go the route of re-legalizing slavery. Now, I cannot speak for my fellow government officials on their behalf. I will never do that. I don't believe in speaking for people on their behalf without proof that I have permission to do that. I don't do the feminist thing. I really don't. However, if you take a look at all these legal reforms that are being done here in the West, like say, the loss of permanent alimony, loss of no-fault divorces, the startup of, dare I say, mandatory paternity tests. You also put loud up all these immigration reforms that people keep talking about. Combine that with the fact that women in the West do outnumber the men here, just like how so many other countries that already started their marriage incentive programs. Well, it's not really that difficult to make a rough comparison analysis that a lot of these legal reforms we're being seen on the news going on here in the West could very possibly, and that's possibly, be the prep work for the West creating our own marriage incentive program. Which would make sense, because let's face it, we all saw that study that shows that by 2030, 48 to 51% of local Western women, and that's the key word now, local Western women, not men, not the women coming here from overseas, local Western women will be single and childless. 2030 is right around the corner. It really is. Even if we do start addressing the damage that the feminist movement has started here in the West, even if we do start, avoiding that outcome is officially too late. We can't avoid it anymore, but we can prepare for it. And yes, I am completely understanding that there will be a lot of feminists here in the West, like the entire panelists for the show of The View. They're going to be infuriated by this. I completely know that. I understand that. But then again, you also have to consider the factor that a lot of the feminists here in the West have been relentlessly saying that this is what they wanted. You know, with the whole men are worthless, we don't need men anymore thing. Well, congratulations. These Marriage Incentive Program will literally give you precisely that. It literally what? Like literally, bravo. Congratulations, you got what you wanted. And also, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I took a real good look at the local Western what the local Western day market was offering, and I compared it to the international day market. I can honestly say I don't see the Passport Bro movement going anywhere. I see it actively growing because there's no real comparison anymore. There really isn't. I mean, because think about it. Do I want to face the very high chance of condemning myself to slavery because a woman's not legally obligated to put in any real commitment to her end of the marriage? Or do I want to face the very real chance of a very happy marriage, high chance of a happy marriage, because due to immigration laws that no family court judge has a single-handed legal authority to overturn, the woman is legally obligated to put in commitment to her end of the marriage. Do I want to invest in a local Western day market where there is like an infinite amount of risk? This is very zero to little reward. Or do I want to actively invest in the international day market where there are infinite amount of rewards, zero to little risk? Do I want to invest in the local Western day market where, because of feminism, people like Whoopi Goldberg, for example, just don't value men at all, including the men they have been 100% reliant on to manufacture the instruments for their abortion surgeries? Hence the reason why Roe v. Wade was overturned? Yeah, that's right, you heard me. Roe v. Wade was overturned because of feminism, not because of men. Or do I want to invest in an international day market where the women are taught to value what the majority of the good men do for them and demonstrate their appreciation and gratitude, like say, building your roads, your buildings, doing the sewer work, manufacturing your surgical instruments, all that jazz? Well, gotta admit, even a child can tell you which dating market is giving men in the West right now the better offers. Now, if there are any women here in the West who want to put in the work to topple the offers of what the international dating market is offering us, they may. They may. I have no problems with it. You can very well go ahead and do it. There's nothing stopping you. I'm not going to stop you. But then again, I'm not going to make you either. That's up to you. The choice is yours. Now finally, I would like to say thank you to all my fellow Passport Bros, as well as the women from overseas, whether it be Thailand, Brazil, Philippines, etc., as well as all of our supporters as well. Your message that, hey, us men don't have to put up with being shamed anymore has been received with the greatest of gratitudes, and I firmly thank you. Thank you so much.